On November 16, 2025, Norway secured their spot at the 2026 FIFA World Cup with a stunning 4-1 triumph over Italy, entering the final UEFA Group qualifier needing only a draw to clinch the top spot. They faced a desperate, four-time world champion Italian side. What unfolded was an emphatic victory, sealing Norway's perfect group record and marking their first appearance on the global stage since France 1998. This qualification campaign was transformed by the phenomenal performance of one man, striker Erling Haaland. The 25-year-old's brace in Milan capped a remarkable run in which he finished as Europe's deadliest international marksman. Erling Haaland's lethal combination of blistering pace, physical dominance, and clinical finishing made him the undisputed focal point of the Norwegian national team. Born in England to former footballer Alfie Haaland, Erling's journey began in Norway's Bryn FK with stints at Molde. He honed his prodigious scoring talent at Red Bull Salzburg and Borussia Dortmund before his record-breaking move to Manchester City in 2022. He entered the 2026 qualifiers in spectacular club form, having already netted 19 goals for City by mid-November 2025, and this momentum translated seamlessly to the international stage. In terms of his tournament record, Haaland scored in every one of Norway's 8 qualification matches, finishing the campaign with a tournament-leading tally of 16 goals, more than double that of his nearest rival. His impact was profound, as his consistency transformed Norway into one of the continent's most feared attacking teams, with 5 of his goals serving as match winners that directly earned points in tight contests, while analytically, his high-volume scoring was elite, since his 16 goals vastly overperformed his expected goals of 9.86. Haaland's presence had a dual effect. His physics-defying finishing created easy scoreboard solutions, while Norway's tactical shape increasingly revolved around supplying him, a pragmatic decision that paid off spectacularly. This pattern was most obvious in the numerically staggering 11-1 rout of Moldova in September, where Haaland scored 5 goals. Drawn into a competitive Group I alongside Italy, Israel, Estonia and Albania, Norway overcame historical struggles of missing the last 6 World Cups and recent Euros with an aggressive, unbeaten run. Coach Ståle Solbakk's strategy, emphasizing high pressing and quick transitions, turned potential pitfalls into platforms for dominance. This run showcased a new maturity compared to past campaigns. Statistically, Norway's goal difference of +32 was the highest in UEFA, giving credence to their offensive firepower and a resilient defense that conceded just 5 goals all campaign. Key match flashpoints in Norway's 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifying campaign included the opener in March 2025, when Norway set the tone with a dominant 5-0 home victory over Moldova, featuring a Haaland on the score sheet. This was followed by the turning point in June 2025, a hard-fought 3-0 home win against Italy that served as a major statement and shifted group dynamics. They maintained momentum in June 2025 with an away test against Estonia that resulted in a 1-0 win in a hostile environment, where Haaland's winner prevented any slip-ups. Finally, the clincher came in November 2025 with the 4-1 masterclass, as Haaland's 2 goals in quick succession flipped a 1-1 halftime scoreline and secured qualification with flair. Haaland's 16 goals came via 4 multi-goal performances, 2 braces, 1 hat-trick, and an astonishing 5-goal haul against Moldova. Tactical blueprint. Within Solbakk's 4-3-3 formation, Haaland served as the linchpin, with his strength used to hold up play and win aerial duels while acting as a focal point for long balls and set pieces as a target man. He also demonstrated dynamic movement by stretching opponents through timed runs behind the backline and exploiting spaces with explosive speed. In terms of link-up play, Haaland formed strong partnerships, notably with Martin Odegaard, combining for quick 1-2s and through balls that amplified Norway's counter-attacking threat. This versatility, honed by his club experience, allowed him to adapt to any defense. The supporting cast was crucial in supplying him, as Martin Odegaard, the Arsenal captain, provided visionary passes while tallying 7 assists. Antonio Nusa, the Napoli winger, delivered pinpoint crosses from the flanks, and others including fullbacks like Julian Ryerson provided overlapping runs, while midfielders Sander Berge and Fredrik Orsnes offered defensive balance. Despite the triumphs, vulnerabilities exist. Injury risk due to Haaland's heavy workload is a concern. The team's over-reliance on his goals could lead to predictability against teams that successfully double-mark him. Defensive frailties were evident in conceding during high-stakes games, a weakness that stronger World Cup foes will look to exploit. The road ahead for Erling Haaland, qualification cements his legacy as Norway's greatest modern talent and elevates his global brand. The World Cup stage offers a platform to compete against the elite, potentially earning accolades like the Golden Boot and further boosting his market value, already north of €180 million. For Norway, this breakthrough elevates the national football profile, inspiring youth development and signaling a maturing talent pipeline. They enter the 2026 World Cup as dark horses. Success depends on maintaining Haaland's fitness, Odegaard's creativity, and defensive solidity. Advancing from the group stage would be a triumph given their inexperience at major tournaments. If Norway can diversify its attack and keep its talisman fit, the 2026 World Cup may not just be a return to the tournament, it could be the moment that defines a generation.